And these people are worse than the characters in the Robert De Niro and Wesley Snipes movie The Fan. This lady has said these things or tried to communicate these things, and they've supposedly had a court case about her. She was trying to make me look like one of her children by fucking up my teeth and damaging my face. And she said her son was trying to be who I am, or he was trying to be like me or something. And these people have been damaging my face and teeth, trying to call me their child, whoever the satellite person is. Role protocols in the media, it's a birth certificate of my identity. There's no way for this woman to be psychologically thinking I was her child at any time ever. I'm not from where they're from. They're not from where I'm from. And these people are still hitting me in the teeth, and they need to face the death penalty or life in prison for damaging my teeth and causing hyperventilation. And yeah, I still need the asthma prescription. If they could just put it in the mailbox here at the house. And they need to be charged for attempts of murder too. Damaging my teeth causes hyperventilation and makes things worse. And somebody said that this woman, like I said she was trying to turn me into her relative as her way of abusing me and mutilating and damaging my face and teeth, trying to call me her race, trying to use all the symptoms of her race or whatever ailments her race or her family has. They were trying to put them on my body. Like this lady even said some shit about lactose intolerant before. Nobody in my family's ever been lactose intolerant. I eat ice cream, I drink milk, and these people have tried to make up shit. This lady is psycho. These people are psycho. I eat cheese just about every day. Never been what'd you call it? Lactose intolerant. Never been lactose intolerant. Never in my entire life. That's like a German thing. I'm not German. Not Middle Eastern. My DNA's on record. The Supreme Court has the records of my DNA. They're supposed to arrest every person trying to call me a German or anybody trying to call me a Middle Easterner. There is no exception. They need to get arrested, and it has to go on their criminal record for trying to play medical games with my life. They must get prosecuted. That's the facts of the procedures of law. These people trying to tamper with my body with their satellites, their activity of violating my rights as an American, their activity of damaging my face and teeth, their crimes of what they have done trying to steal my identity. My identity is one of the most documented identities in American history. So every time these government people have confused my identity, it's lawsuits. Every time they tried to use somebody else's medical chart to try to injure my teeth or face, or they tried to use somebody else's dental records as their way of mutilating my teeth, trying to call me their child or their race, those people must get prosecuted no matter what. This has been going on a very long time. All the facts and details have been on record the whole time. It's the same information that should have prosecuted them over 30 fucking years ago. I'm not their child. I'm not their property. I'm not their race. I'm not their religion. All the accusations that they made up are their falsifications as their way of trying to claim they thought they outranked my royal diplomatic immunity. They don't outrank my royal diplomatic immunity. They don't outrank my genetic protection status either. Their activity of trying to mess up my teeth and face, accusing me of being a dirty person or a junkie. I've never done drugs in my entire fucking life. And they must get charged for every drug accusation. And it's in the billions plus every time they even say it one time. These people tried to murder, when they murdered my parents, they tried to make up drugs. There was no drugs in either one of my parents' toxicology. None at all. So everybody that ever accused my mother or father of any drugs or anything, those people have to get arrested. And they have to get cited and ordered into court, every person that ever fucking says it. You understand that? These people are trying to tear down a legacy of my family and family heritage. My parents didn't do no drugs. I've never done no drugs. These people doing these things must get they mess my mouth. They must get prosecuted for their attempts. They hit me in the mouth, too. They're still hitting me in the upper lip. I'm not your child, man. I'm not your race. These people have tried to claim that they thought they were my race to steal my accomplishments. These people need to get prosecuted no matter what. My identity and information has been on the record. Why don't somebody look up the information? The time and dates of information. Find the earliest record of the Royal Protocol information of my identity. And find out who these people think that I am. These people that tried to claim that they thought I was their child. These government people. We know the Supreme Court has access to that information. And information from the 70s and the 60s, too, from my mother and father. The information is never going to change. Of course, I'm allowed to lie about my age a little, or whichever, in reference to protection of my identity and my life and rare genetics protection. But, you know, that's the point. The point of information having records enough to prosecute these people for their fucking lies, you know what I mean? And having them incarcerated for their crimes and abuses and mutilations of teeth and face and other things that their people have done, such as financial crimes. People claim they wouldn't give me my money because they thought these people would get away with their murder attempts. Those people have to get prosecuted for stealing my money. And stealing my benefits and holding me hostage and blocking me from my friends and blocking me from having relationships with females. Those government men need to get prosecuted. The activities of them damaging teeth is a crime. They must get prosecuted. So in reference to the Supreme Court and the Treasury, and of course China has all the information of who I am and who my parents are, and so does Italy and France and England and Russia and Ireland, and probably Mexico even has documents too. And Canada has documents. So just in case the American government tries to make up lies, all those countries can sue the American government for their government lies in America. So in reference to the prescription for the inhaler, just put it in the mailbox. You want to put some money in there so I can buy the prescription. You know, the government's tried to play this destitute game when there's, you know, not very many jobs. They're blocking me from my trust funds. They're blocking me from my mother and father's mansions. And all those people involved, their names have to be on a list. Every person involved that's been holding me hostage is responsible for kidnapping me from my mother and father's mansions. And some of them might have been involved. They might have been involved in the murder of my parents. They're obviously involved in damaging my face and teeth. But this lady was terrorizing my life, and her family was terrorizing my life. She said her son wanted to be who I am or something. They have to get prosecuted. I'm not their race. I'm not their religion. And I'm not their child. And I'm not their DNA type. And my teeth are my DNA, not their DNA. And they must get prosecuted no matter what, whoever they are.